Hello ladies and gentlemen. With the release of Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2, I was very curious about a predecessor. Was there a Battle Operation 1? Where was it? What system? Could it be emulated? And from what I could find in my search, there was only one game available. It was only on PS4 and PS5, and that was Code Fairy. In this game, we essentially play as Principality of Zeon forces. Let me go ahead and do the intro. Universal Century 0079. Mobile suits become the primary weapons of war. Women slowly become more common in the Zeon military. One group of young pilots would exemplify this change, playing a critical role in Zeon's fight for independence and rising to unexpected fame during the bloody one-year war. So essentially, yeah, we're playing as the bad guys. We get to see things from their perspectives for once. Now, I apologize if things seem a little different from my normal recording. May the audio be different, maybe the visuals are a little different. That is because I am using a $30 caption card. And the reason for having to do that, well, Sony hates me. And pretty much gamers alike, because when you go to record gameplay of some games, it just outright gives you the middle finger and tells you, hey, you can't record this because... So instead of being able to use my system to just record gameplay, I had to go ahead and get a capture card. So I do apologize if audio or visual quality is not great. But enough of that. Let's go ahead, get right into it. Yep, and there you go. There's that lovely cutscene. That lovely update, I should say. Notification, not cutscene. If you're curious, no. That notification never notifies you otherwise. Because it doesn't let you record anything even during gameplay. Like, I went to the second mission of the game and it still would not let me record. I will say, for a game, I do appreciate its anime style. Like, it kind of has that old, like, that point where animation went from... That was my phone, my apologies. Went from that old, artwork style to like when they're right in the middle, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm describing myself right. Reminds me of Code Geass, actually. This girl's way too excited for war. I can't wait to go to war! Like, yeah. You know, the only people who are excited to go to war are people who have never seen war. Just saying. But yeah, this game is a bit of third-person action mixed with storybook elements, I guess you could say. That's the correct term. Yeah, I am wondering right now, looking at the characters, like, is this an all-female unit? Like, I know they were permitting female pilots, but it's like, is this an all-female unit? I wonder. I wonder how that goes into the plot. Just skip the credits and get right to the story stuff.
人類が増えすぎた人口を宇宙に移民させるようになってすでに半世紀。地球の周りには巨大なスペースコロニーが数百機浮かび、人々はその円筒の内壁を人口の大地とした。その人類の第二の故郷で人々は子を産み。
Okay, so they're giving the basic gist of the story. So the gist plot is humanity went out to space, set up galaxy, set up colonies, I was going to say galaxies. And yeah, Side 3 was one of the colonies that they set up. They tried to go for independence. Some call them space Nazis for the fact that they literally did some, like they gassed millions of people. And then used that space colony that they gassed as a giant weapon to wipe out a city. And it started war with the Federation. Now, normally I would be reading all this like I normally do for you guys, but, when it's, like, on a clock like that, where it's just going at its own pace, I'm like, yeah, I don't really have speed to do it. My luck, I'm gonna get hung up and... Alright, I can do this now. Alright, everyone, take a seat. I don't know if they're actually... Now, here's the thing. I can't hear them because using my capture card, it kind of kills my audio. Like, you guys can hear it, and I'll hear it during editing, but I won't hear it now. Which really sucks. Okay, back to it. This is Ensign Sterner? She'll be the final pilot in our squad. Please call me Alma. It's an honor to be here, Killy. Killy? Who the hell names her kid Killy? Yeah, there you go. Killy, that's Lieutenant Commander Garrett to you. Ensign Sterner. Okay, so Ensign is her rank. I'm Lieutenant Barbara Ahari? How the fuck do you pronounce these names? Vice Captain of the squad. We're all proud soldiers of Zeon here, Sterner. Act like it. I'll lighten up, Barbara. This place is set up more like a girl's dorm than a military base anyway. It does seem like that, doesn't it? Welcome aboard, Alma. You can just call me Armella? I'm the maintenance chief here at... What is with these names? Are we in Vietnam? Tirananog? God, I hope they're doing... Oh, no, wait, because they're speaking Japanese right now, so that's why there's the words, so we can read it. Because they speak in Japanese. It. Right, I'm Master Sergeant Helena Hegel. She's a pilot. I'm Mia Brinkman. I don't know why that I hung up with... Okay. Oh god, my brains are melting. Also a pilot, engineering ensign Brinkman. If you want to be formal. Thanks for the warm welcome, everyone. I want to go to war. That almost arrived, we can get started. Officially, our squad is the Earth Attack Force 2nd Terrestrial Mobile Division 11th MS Mobile Suit Battalion HQ Special Forces Team. God, that's a mouthful. But that's a bit of a mouthful, yeah, exactly. So it's been decided. For the time being, we'll just use our code name, Noisy Fairy. That's an unusual name. Only you three are the first all-female pilot squad in the Zeon military. I suspect the brass were having a little fun with you. Or with us. We're stuck with it, though. So we might as well own it. I've certainly been called worse. You know, honestly, I respect her. She's just like, listen, it is what it is. We got a job to do. Let's get it done. I give her respect. Each of you are chosen for demonstrating exceptional skill and training or on the battlefield. Oh, I skipped that. My bad. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. Pilots, we've prepared mobile suits for each of you. They were chosen to match your individual skills and expected roles. Okay, so Helena gets a sniper, I guess. Brinkman gets a minigun, and I get what? What do I get? Nothing? I get the middle finger. I want you three acclimated to these suits as quickly as possible. So we're jumping right into a scrimmage. Already? Don't blame me if the first meet gets hurt. Almost had plenty of training, she'll be fine. She seems kinda nervous to me. Wouldn't be here if she wasn't capable. You'll see. Now get out there and show me what you can do. Okay, cool. So we're going right into the fray, I guess? See, normally, I'd be like, is it really smart to just, you know, deploy your troops like that? Hey, you got no training! Good luck! Right, let's start with the performance check on your mobile suit before we get sparring. Sergeant Helena, Ensign Brinkman, guide Ensign Sterner to the training grounds. Roger. Follow me, I'll show you the way. Okay, can I use my mobile suit? Am I allowed to get out of the mobile suit? Now, another thing I kind of appreciate with this game is the fact that we go from typical anime to the actual game. Like, the graphics are really good. It's pretty. And what's really cool is it works with the PS5 controller. Oh, that's how we... Okay. How do I... Oh, this is it right there. Press twice for emergency evasion. Okay. But yeah, like I said, the one thing that I was really interested in with this game is the fact that we're playing as technically the bad guys. So, yeah, I want to see, like, what is it like for Zeon's forces? What's their deal exactly? Okay. Yeah, just you know, insult me. Make me look bad. Just you guys jump further than me. I see how it is. Where the hell are we going? Seems like Helena knows where we're going. Okay, so Helena seems, yeah, so she's got a sniper. Mia has what looks to be a machine gun? Did I see that right? Yeah, she's got the machine gun. She's got a friggin' minigun on her shoulder. Okay, so when you jump, you can cancel it early. Not terrible for tutorial. I'm assuming they're gonna want me to shoot this guy. Our we made to the training grounds, facing each other, enemy targeted. Okay, cool. So there's different types of support can kill general, Gundams, mobile suits. General, okay, so there's a kind of a cheese to it. So this is just your general front. Can I order? Oh no, it'll just... Okay, my controller makes noises. Oh wait, really? Oh, they do splash damage. Okay, interesting. Now how does one swap? Oh, no, that's how we jump. Hold on, guys. We'll continue the train as soon as I'm done reloading. Longest reload ever, even though we have a friggin' magazine. Am I supposed to just... Almost there. Yay! Okay, this is all just tutorial bullshit. Oh, that's a, kind of annoying. Huh. Okay. Oh, do we have stamina? So I wonder, can I change the direction that I... Yes, I can. So whichever way I'm aiming the joystick is where I'll swing my sword. Neat. Yeah, okay, so even if I'm not going to read this, what I should do for you guys at the very least is halt it for a second just to give you guys a chance to read it. So, I might not read everything, also because I'm getting to this point where a lot of the stuff I start reading, I'm like, okay. Getting kind of not tired of it, but it's like, when you're doing 30-minute long videos, and it's all just talking, it's all just reading, you gotta take a breather for a couple seconds, just to breathe. Especially when you've done multiple videos, like, okay, I can't keep reading, I'm tired. What is shoot thing? Did I shoot you? Supposed to shoot you? What am I? Well, you didn't seem to have a problem with me, you know, tagging you with my RPG. Are you just gonna run from me? What are you, a bitch? There you go. What did I just do? I gotta get some distance. You haven't done anything! I'm on top of you, like, the second you trip, that was it. You're done. Did we just commit blue on blue? Also, not for nothing, but what looks to be, we've just severely damage to her mobile suit. These are suits that supposedly are like, what, designed for us? Am I wrong in saying that we may have just, you know, gone ahead and lost the money, the military money that we don't have? Like I said, Killy seems to be down to earth. Elena definitely is probably going to be the hard ass. He's probably going to be the nerdy one out of the group, and our character is going to be the airhead. Probably. She's probably, this one's probably going to be the bitch. Barbara's probably going to be a bitch. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. So she's only had a week of training with these people, and that makes her mission ready. No wonder Zeon lost the war. Like, damn. Okay, let me get back to reading. A recon team picked up readings of an unknown unit on the outskirts of Tech-Nickal. I don't know how to pronounce that. While the primary purpose of this base is to test the viability of an all-female covert ops squad, we're also California base's first-line defense. Can't allow the Earth Federation to discover this location. So if you're going out there, if the unknown unit's one of ours, warn it away. It's a Fed destroyed on sight. What if they are friendly and they don't turn back? Make them. Fire on one of our own? Yeah, exactly. Yes, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. Eyes on the board. These are your official call signs. Yeah, okay, hold on. I gotta pause here for a second. Does anybody see this as a problem? Like, hey, we're an experimental unit. We don't know what we're doing with you guys yet. So, we're gonna put you on the front line. We are the first line of defense. Why? Why? Hell, this unit could fall apart tomorrow. Shit, the suits that we're using could rust. One of us could leave it out, salt gets on the damn thing, and it all falls apart. Who knows what could happen? It's an experiment. And you're putting us on the front line. Who's making these decisions? Huh? Wait, I'm the squad leader? Yeah, exactly. There you go. Decisions are being made that we should be questioning. I made the call. Any objections? No, ma'am. I don't care who the leader is. Mission seems simple enough. I mean, you should really care who your squad leader is, because your squad leader might be like some of my squad leaders from Arma. And, you know, sometimes they get you killed. Or sometimes they let you do killing that you really shouldn't be doing. Then Alma, it's you. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Then Alma, it is. You're up to it, right? You bet I am. Well, at least she's pumped for it. You're good, I'm sure you'll impress me. Now then, let's go over the details of your first mission. That briefing? Okay. Your objective is to identify the unknown unit. Couldn't speak. There is a hill nearby that'll work as perfect cover to safely observe them. If they're feds, get rid of them. If they're on our side, give them a warning to turn back. Should they not obey the warning, allied unit or otherwise, we may be forced to attack. Don't worry, if it comes to that, I'll make the call. This is Noisy Fairy's first official mission. Good luck. Okay, why did I get the impression the first go, like right here, it was like, oh, go ahead and buy your skin packs! Oh boy! Oh boy, oh jeez! So yeah, okay, this is essentially what Battle Operations 2 is. I just haven't seen any single player missions or any co-op missions opposed to, hey, we're gonna go ahead and, oh, it is friendly. Yeah, why the hell is he alone?
バルバラ注意。どうしましょう。フェアリーリーダー、こちらで通信を試みる。警戒は怠るな。移動中の擁軍機に次ぐ。その場に停止し、応答せよ。所属と目的を確認したい。繰り返す。
I mean, he just walking.
通信機の故障？仕方ない。アルマ、接触して停止を促して。ただし、気を抜かないこと。了解です。
Did the feds have
ミア、周辺も警戒。武器のロック解除しといて。
Zakus? I mean, not natively, of course. That wasn't their primary unit. I know that, but wow. Okay, out the gate.
敵なんだね。
Yes, I guess the feds stole Zaku. Okay.
ヘレナ、ミア、合流して。露覚機を使った。
Ah, that's probably what it is. Okay.
戦争犯罪ってやつじゃねえか。やることが。
Is that no? That's not a war crime. Or as I'm aware, using. Okay, so if I remember correctly, using enemy weapons is not a war crime. It's just not to It's not to regulations. And also, I'm sorry, Elena saying the war crime. Excuse me. Principality of Zeon gassed how many millions of people just to use a colony as a weapon. And you want to talk about war crimes? For real? Lady, what the hell are you smoking? I like how this guy is just sitting here long enough waiting for us to make a decision on what to do. Can I get my sword? Thank you. Here, bitch. Is he really even hurting me? You know, somehow I picture, you know, mobile suit combat to be something like this. Like, it seems clunky, but I mean, you know, we're rolling around in giant tree-sized warsuits. Like, yeah, I would imagine it to not be the most effective form of, you know, combat. You know, I was even thinking about this the other day. We're sitting here rolling around in giant mobile suits, right? They're clunky as hell. Are these really effective? I mean, think about it. Think about it this way. What do you think would be cheaper for a military, right? To build mobile suits and train and deploy soldiers in said suits? Or just invest in things like planes, tanks, missiles, and things that... Like, what would be more effective? Let's be real here. Got him. I know they gave a pecking order for like who's better against particular units. Wait, did I just unlock those? Or... Yeah. Cool. Oh, oh, there you go. Aren't those Zeon tanks though? Oh, hey, by the way, we're also a, you know, stealth unit, right? We're supposed to be like spec ops. We got our unit logo right on our chest. You know, because that's not gonna give the enemy any clues as to who we are. Oh yeah, another thing I should point out too is, if I remember correctly, these suits are running on some kind of nuclear energy. Because, you know, having nukes with legs, that's also a brilliant idea. You sure about that? We've been doing mobile suit combat longer than they have. Are we really sure about that? I mean, how do we know that they didn't, you know, okay. Federation forces seem to have stolen Zaku units, right? Okay. How do we know that these guys are inexperienced? Now, sure, you could argue that these guys haven't used Zaku's as much. That's sure. But again, to the same argument, it's like, okay, well, how are you to say that they're not experienced or not as experienced? I mean, as far as we know, this could be a specially designated unit aimed for just this occasion. You know what I mean? For this kind of op. We don't know who we're dealing with. Hell, as far as we know, this could be some kind of Splinter Cell unit from the Federation who's trying to trigger some kind of civil war. Yeah, we don't know who these guys are. And we're just assuming. These things even hurt me? No, but they're cute. Thought they could do something. Did we not win? Okay, so you've heard stories of Federation stealing Zaku's. That's not pertinent information to tell the rest of your squad. You don't think, hey, just gonna let you know, so expect some Zaku's to be rolling around. They might be hostile. Hey, there's a unit rolling around. We don't know why it's here, and we're gonna hopefully open comms with it. Just completely ignoring the fact that I know that some Zaku's have been stolen, and we might be dealing with said stolen Zaku. But why would I bother telling my squad mates about this? Because that makes... Oh, he actually... Okay, he just knocked me down. It's like, am I already dead? You know, not for nothing. Haven't driven around New York as much as I have. Most people could barely drive a damn car. Can you imagine having to drive a friggin' mobile suit the size... Look at this, look at this. These are trees. These are pine trees, I think. These like, look like pine trees. Look how tall these are in comparison with us. They're friggin' huge. You know, honestly though, I hope battle operations get co-op missions. Like, see what I'm doing right here with these two? Now, yes, I'm playing with AI, but I would love if there were single-player story missions, or not single-player, but like co-op story missions that you can play with friends. I would be in my glory as a nerd. Like, I just, and if it's free to play, even better. I know my girlfriend's all for getting it. Oh, he tripped. Like, I know my girlfriend got it, Battle Operations 2, so I'm going to be playing with her. As for any friends, I think Danny might get it. I don't know. He seemed intrigued. I'm just hoping that they're going to do some kind of co-op. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to look into it because I'm curious to see what they're going to do. Because playing this just gives me that idea of, like, that would be really cool. Like, why haven't they done a Gundam like that? Like, I appreciate that it has plans and stuff like that, but, you know, not everyone wants to... Oh, jeez. Mia is like a step away from death. Now, the only thing I don't like is that I'm stuck using a mobile suit that I don't really want to use. I don't want to use a rocket the entire way through. Also, can you imagine how much money it costs for not only the suit, but to train the pilot and also equip them with these weapons? Yeah, that's smart. You know. Because these suits probably don't cost, you know, Zeon millions. And you just punching the crap out of each other. I'm sure that that's not, damaging the suits in any way. Yeah. Not gonna be some very happy engineer when we get back looking at damage marks and going, what the hell did you idiots do? Oh, look, it's a shooting star! It's a nuke! Wait, is that, White Base? Oh. That might, you know what? That might not, that's either White Base or that's, the Gundam. RX-78. Alright, I'm being a nerd because I've been reading the manga. During the events of, like, the first two books, if you're like reading the actual like archive books, there's a point where White Base is trying to enter Earth's atmosphere because we're trying to get to Jarbaro Base, I think it's called. It's like in South America. If I remember, I can't remember exactly where it is. But they ended up having to go through the atmosphere without the Gundam because Amuro, the main character, he's sitting there fighting off Principality of Zeon to protect White Base while it enters the atmosphere. He didn't have enough time, so he ended up going in the atmosphere himself, and the mobile suit actually held up. What ended up happening, though, was they ended up on the west coast of the United States, which is currently Zeon territory. So they had to fight their way through Zeon territory in order to get to where they gotta go. I haven't gotten that far yet. I've gotten up to, like, them fighting off Char again after getting rid of a bunch of, like, refugees. That's about where I'm at right now in the manga. But other than that... Oh, okay. Oh, we got a level up. Nice. Okay, so we do level up our pilots. Interesting. So this operates very, very, very similarly to Battle Operations 2. But the only difference is that one's multiplayer, this one's single player. Which, again, I don't mind multiplayer, single player. I would like there to be options. I would like there to be story options. But, ladies and gents, that is where we're going to leave this one for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I'm definitely interested in this, and I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Do you want me to continue this series? Do you want me to bother playing this for you guys? Otherwise, I'll just, play it in my spare time and have some funsies with it. But I would prefer to play it with you guys. So, if you want to see more of this, if you're curious and you just want to hear more of my nonsensical ramblings, smash that like button, so that way I know you liked it. And also, any other activity you guys leave helps out tremendously. So things like likes, dislikes, bell icon, subscribing, it helps. And 50% of you subscribe. Let's get that number up, please. Hit that subscribe button. And if you want to come hang out with me, talk about games, and just be a nerd, link in the description below for our Discord. I'll see you around the next one, guys. Thank you so much. Love you all. Have a fantastic night, everybody.